I remember when I was young, maybe 10 or 11 years old, I watched James Randi on the Johnny Carson show. He did his now famous psychic healing trick and I was just amazed by it. I remember I had this little tiny 11-inch black and white television with a little knob they had to pull out. I remember I wasn't supposed to be up, and I remember being in awe as Randy, dug in and did this magic trick while he was saying, "This is just a magic trick, this is fake." What stuck with me wasn't so much the magic trick, which was good. It was really what he said that stuck with me. And what he said was that people are doing this, they're giving their money, they're hurting themselves when they do it. They're giving their money, they're going and getting this done, and then they're coming back home and dying. And that stuck with me to this day, obviously. It really brought into view the humanism of the mandate of helping people see through the lies of con artists. We're talking about adults. We're talking about fully functioning adults making decisions, but they're making poor decisions, and we have the moral responsibility to help them. I mean, this is a fundamental piece of my activisms going forward. As this entire time that I've been an activist, it's always been about telling people what they don't want to hear for their own good. Ling Chaowei has died, and Ling Chaowei is a major lieutenant in Falun Gong. Now, a quick recap of Falun Gong for those of you who don't remember or who didn't see my other video. Falun Gong are the people you see practicing in the park. Usually very nice people who are very, very misled because they're part of a racist cult, a racist alien cult managed by a guy named Li Hongqi, who literally believes that aliens are coming. They're going to conquer the world unless he stops them with his magical Falun Gong powers. And if you pay him money, he will put a literal, interdimensional, and undetectable, coincidentally, wheel in your abdomen, which will give you magic powers and make you immortal. Now, there's also the Shenyun Orchestra, which is the marketing arm of this cult. They are the orchestra that goes around doing acrobatics and music, and it's not bad, but it's really expensive, and it funnels a whole bunch of money to this cult. And then there's, of course, the Epic Times, the publication arm of the cult, the propaganda arm of the cult. And they are heavily associated with the Republicans and the alt-right, but also, of course, with Falun Gong itself. This is a very backwards, racist cult that, among other things, allows people, including children, to set themselves on fire in protest for their cult. Okay, this is pretty bad stuff. And one of the things that they do is tell people that if you've practiced Falun Gong, you will be immortal. You will not die. Now, here's the thing. We've got this guy, Ling Chaowei, who is a major player in Falun Gong. And he died in his early 60s while practicing Falun Gong. He just keeled over and died, apparently. Well, that kind of goes against the exact thing that they're saying, but surely a moral organization wouldn't hide such a thing, right? A moral organization wouldn't pretend that that didn't happen in order to preserve the idea that they are peddling immortality, right? Well, here we are, about a month apparently after his death, not a single mention of him on Epic Times, not a single mention. And he's a legitimate guy. This guy has books. This guy is a major player in Falun Gong, and yet the Falun Gong newspaper doesn't even mention that he died. Why do you think that is? Well, let's go back to those psychic healers. Let's go back to those psychic surgeons from James Randi. They don't care. They're not here to save people. They're not here to help people. They're not here to do good. They're here to make money. And if that means hiding the fact that they're lying and not actually peddling immortality, but peddling a lie in order to get more people who will then not get cancer treatment because they can't die and therefore die, it's hard to deal with an organization like that. But nobody's talking about it. And that's why I made this video. And I think it's a serious thing because Falun Gong, we're coming back. We're coming back as an economy. Shen Yun is touring around again. They want your money. They want your seats. Don't buy Shen Yun tickets. Don't give them away. Don't give any money to the people in the park. And make sure that they know that they're dealing with a racist, horrible cult. And that Li Hongqi will sit in his ivory tower and watch and hide the truth that people are dying while he's claiming that they can't. I hope you tweet about this and talk about this and get other people to talk about this. And if you're a podcaster or a vlogger, do an episode on this. Because Falun Gong is a real hideous organization. It's a real hideous cult. The old atheist movement is AWOL. They're not doing anything. Nobody is doing anything on this. We need to do this at the grassroots level. So please spread this around. Get the word out. Falun Gong is a horrible organization, a horrible cult, and deserves to die. And I hope you'll help me kill it. Thanks.